Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Christy, and today I'm going to be talking about something that is very important to me, and that is celiac disease. I was diagnosed with it in 2019, and I know how difficult it can be, especially in the beginning. But don't worry, I've got some tips and tricks to help you if you're new to this. Let's get started. First, I'm just going to briefly explain what celiac disease is. So it's an autoimmune disorder where your body reacts to gluten. In the small intestine, there's a lining called villi. And villi are like these little tentacle looking things. And as food goes by in the small intestine, it will kind of grab onto them and hold it and absorb the nutrients from there. Now, what happens when gluten comes into the small intestine, the villi will grab it, but they don't know what to do with it. So they just kind of hold it there, and then white blood cells come out and they don't know what to do with it either, so they start attacking it. So as they're attacking the gluten, the villi slowly starts to get damaged as well. Eventually, the villi can become eaten away and then they can no longer absorb nutrients. There is no cure, but don't worry, it can be managed with a gluten-free lifestyle. Gluten is a protein that is found in wheat, barley, and rye. And unfortunately, it's in most things. Gluten is totally harmless to most people, but to people with celiac disease, we have to avoid it at all costs. Gluten can also be found in some things that you wouldn't even expect, like soy sauce and even some medications. Having people who support you is so important when dealing with celiac disease. You can connect with other people who have it, either in person or online. Plus, a nutritionist is really helpful. I was fortunate enough to have my husband, who's a chef by trade, and he's helped me recreate all of my favorite meals to be gluten-free. Knowledge is power, so take the time to educate yourself about celiac disease and a gluten-free diet. Understand how important it is to read labels and learn to recognize gluten ingredients. There are tons of helpful resources online. Plan your meals to avoid gluten. Make gluten-free food at home and try new recipes. Cooking at home gives you the most control. Making your own food makes sure it's safe for you. Eating out can be difficult, but it doesn't need to be. You can research restaurants in advance to find the ones with gluten-free options or designated gluten-free menus. You can call ahead to discuss your dietary needs and always communicate with your server about your needs as well. Cross-contamination is a huge concern for celiacs. You see, it's not enough that food just doesn't have any gluten-containing ingredients. It also must have never come into any contact with any gluten ever. For example, if a cook were to touch a bun, a regular bun or piece of regular bread, and then go and touch your gluten-free bun, it's now contaminated and will make you sick. That means glove changes are essential to avoid cross-contamination. Also, the dishes, pans, and utensils that you have that have touched gluten, you can't use them anymore. You need to go buy brand new dishes, brand new pans, and brand new utensils. If a pan has been used for gluten at all, it's contaminated. Gluten is very sticky and it gets stuck in the cracks of pans and you can just never get it out. You should definitely get some pans, dishes, and utensils that are just designated to strictly gluten-free cooking. In shared spaces, it can be difficult, so be vigilant about cleanliness and consider labeling your gluten-free items. Lastly, remember that you are your own best advocate. Don't hesitate to ask questions about ingredients or preparation methods. If for whatever reason you don't feel comfortable eating something, then don't. Prioritize your health and stand firm in your needs. Sparing someone's feelings is not worth getting sick over, and anyone who really cares about you will understand. I hope these tips make life with celiac disease a little bit easier, and remember, You're not alone, and you can still have a fulfilling and delicious life. If you have any questions or additional tips, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.